Hey everybody, welcome to GARDNSOUND 365. My name is GARDNSOUND. This is the show where we write music every day for a year. A couple things to talk about today before we jump into it. One, the first design, this one right here, totally won by a huge margin yesterday. So, that's the one we're going to be running on the t-shirts. I will set up the T-Blaster campaign and hopefully have it off the ground before I take off in 2 days. 2 days until I go out to Colorado on my big spring adventure of 2017. I don't even know what to call it at this point. But I've been planning for that, and I thought it might be a good idea if I showed you what's in my bag. Today's gonna be called What's in My Bag. I'm gonna show you what I carry around with me in order to produce an episode of the vlog every day. We're gonna jump into that in just a second. I have one shout out to give to Savan. Savan is another one of those regular commenters on the show. He's a huge supporter. Supports me on Patreon. He's actually been featured on one of my songs before.
Let me get on that chill vibe. Let me get on that chill, boy. I sweat force of the pores of the poor until I conform to the form of a corpse in a morgue.
Yeah, so that voice, that's Savan. Right now he's working on a fundraiser to help keep a couple of different clubs at his college running. So in order to incentivize people to give money, he is going to be giving the proceeds from sales of his music away for, I believe it's for today or tomorrow. Either way, I'm gonna put links to his, and Savan, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments so everybody can read that too. Links to his music are down below in the description. Yeah, we want to help people out in the community. That's what we are. We're a community of artists, and we actually give a shit about each other, you know what I'm saying? One reminder, tomorrow is going to be Recomposed. Recomposed on Blink 182, so definitely tune in tomorrow. If you're not a normal Saturday watcher, maybe it's time for you to become a Saturday watcher. That's when I put out my Recomposed videos. Let's also talk really briefly about the tour. I want to talk about this one more time because I want to set the appropriate expectations. I might not be around Wi-Fi all the time, so I'm going to be producing an episode of the show every day. I might not be able to upload every day. So some days you might log in and see nothing. Other days you might log in and see 2. And these vlogs are gonna be way more traditional style vlogs because I won't have my studio, right? I won't have this wonderful space with good lighting and all these instruments. I'll have my camera and my laptop. And on that note, let me show you what else I'll have.
Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air.
Okay, so here's a view of my desk you've never seen before. This is my editing laptop. I love this thing. It is a ZenBook. Simple. It's a MacBook killer. It does everything that a MacBook does. It has a Core i5, 16 gigs of RAM, and a solid state hard drive. I love it. Accessories from my ZenBook. HDMI converter. This goes from mini and micro HDMI to regular HDMI. You need this when you're using monitors with a camera as well. Charger cable for the ZenBook. Camera grip. This is something that people who are shooting for a long period of time use. What it does is it essentially adds 2 extra batteries instead of just having one in your camera. Pretty pimp. This is a must-have if you're going to be filming a concert with a DSLR. Steadicam and the plate attachment quick release for the Steadicam. This thing allows me, well, you can't really see it from there. It allows me to hold the camera steady while I'm taking wide sweeping crowd shots. This thing's made out of carbon fiber and aluminum. When you put it up, you can really disassemble everything and make it a lot smaller. So, Steadicam. LED light. Batteries for the LED light. Rechargeable. It's got a tester on here. This thing is bright as shit. It's great. It's got a diffuser built into it. Love this thing. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon. It's dope. It's the newer CN160. Alright, this is gonna sound funny. Takstar SGC-598. This is the microphone that I film all of my vlogs with. It's basically a copy of the Rode microphone that everybody uses, but it's far cheaper. Buy cheaper. You're not Casey Neistat, neither am I. There we go, hopefully the sound's better now. Okay. These are all my cables that I use, other than my power cable for the laptop. What I have here is RCA, it's a 1/4 inch, in case I have to play a gig at the last minute. You never know when you're gonna need one of these. And a couple of USB box connectors, because pretty much any audio equipment that you're running off of computers are gonna run with these box connectors for some reason, so 2 of those. These Monoprice gear ties, these cable ties, are so cheap and they are ridiculously awesome. Keep all your stuff secure. You don't have to worry about losing it. A wireless mouse that I've owned for years, so much so in fact that it's fallen apart and now I'm using tape to keep everything together here on the dongle. I hate editing with a trackpad. This thing is much easier to use and it's small. Look at my hand compared to that. It's dope. Extra batteries. This one is for my light. It can also be used for a lot of different stuff. This battery is very generic. Canon batteries. These are for the actual camera itself. 2 extras in addition to the 2 that I have in my grip. This is Canon. This is generic. They look exactly the same. They do the same thing. Oh, and an extra AA. This microphone right here takes a AA, but it doesn't run out of batteries like ever. Battery chargers. This one charges up the generic batteries that run the LED light, and it has a car charger. That's awesome. This one does not have a car charger. This is the Canon battery charger that charges these camera batteries. Screen cleaning cloths. Boy, you cannot have enough of those, and saline screen cleaning solution. SD cards. If you know film, you know that these are essential. And an SD card reader, in case whatever computer I'm going to be using doesn't have an SD card reader. My laptop does. Oh, those of you who are longtime fans of the show will recognize the Slam Jam OS here. Different camera grips and accessories. This is a camera grip that can be put on when the battery grip is attached or when the battery grip is not attached with this thing right here. This enables me to use my light and my microphone at the same time. It's just a hot shoe extender, that's it. It turns 1 hot shoe on the top of the camera into 2 hot shoes. This is a camera strap. It is what it is. This is a dead cat. So basically, I take the microphone, I take the foam part off and I stick the microphone in here, and it basically prevents wind noise from being a thing while you're filming. This is important because people can't stand the sound of rushing wind when you're filming. Neither can I, it drives me nuts. So, dead cat. Cell phone charger. These next 2 things are music specific. 1, my headphones. My mom gave these to me for Christmas one year and I've had them ever since. They're Audio-Technica ATH-M50. Everybody uses these headphones. They're almost the industry standard these days. They're fantastic. Gotta have 1/4-inch adapter for these. I've modified these a little bit because the original foam fell apart, so now they've got these nice red velour kind of headphone things. They're great. They make it so that they don't seal too well on my ears, which is kind of a bummer, but they're pretty great anyway. I've also added this cloth headband thing because the headband's foam started falling apart as well. But these are my headphones. I love them. Audio interface. This is the Complete Audio 6. This thing f***ing rules. It's built like a tank, and it's got all the ins and outputs you could ever want, and it's got one huge big knob for like, where's the volume? Oh, the volume's right here. Now it's on, now it's off. Boom. You've got line and instrument level on each of these and phantom power on both. 2 1/4-inch inputs on the back. You got left, right out, and 3, 4 out. You can do an in-ear monitor and house mix. You can do MIDI in and out, which I use frequently for my live show. This is the interface that I use to run my live show. It rules. Last but not least, a zoom lens, and then the lens and body cover for the current lens that's attached. So this is a white label lens that came with the camera. It's an 18 to 55 millimeter zoom. It's pretty dope. This lens has a better f-stop value than the one that's attached. The one that's attached is a wide angle 10 to 18. That's the one that Casey uses for most of his vlogs, and the one that I use consequently all the time because it's just such an easy little point and shoot lens. I chose not to go with the prime lens because I do want the ability to be able to zoom in a little bit so you don't see my crotch while I'm showing you guys this stuff. That's everything that's in my bag. But what would be really cool? If I did a time lapse of me putting it all away. I forgot to show you all my bag. This is the Case Logic DSLR laptop bag. This thing's pretty freaking awesome. So basically this thing is the shit. It enables me to carry all my gear at once. We've got a pocket up here where I can put my memory cards and batteries. Then it opens up into here, which is where I'm able to put my DSLR body, all my lenses, my headphones, etc. And then this cool thing right here which is literally a suspension system. You put the lens of your DSLR without taking it off into here, and the camera is always ready to take out and shoot. You don't have to detach it. Furthermore, it's all nicely lined with this really soft material that won't scratch any of your lenses, and you can put bumpers here so that I can put metal stuff in here and not worry about my lens colliding with it. Of course, I'd put the lens cap on, but sometimes I'd forget, and with this thing on, you don't have to. Anyway guys, I hope that was informative. Hit me up with any questions you have about the gear that I carry in the comment section down below. And if you think I'm missing something, or if you carry something different that you think I could benefit from, let me know that too. But as always, the song we were just listening to, that's today's song. It's available right here. If you'd like to see yesterday's episode, click up here. If you'd like to subscribe to me, click over here. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, click over here. But as always, my name is GARDNSOUND. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Blink 182 Recomposed.